So let's, I was just having a discussion last week about, so I have had a telepathy researcher, a remote viewing researcher, Stefan Schwartz, on the show, and he basically said, we eliminated every possible electromagnetic um, possibility. So telepathy is not electromagnetic, and so he's like, it's a consciousness based um, mode of communication, and then so my question was like, well, is it energy or is it more fundamental than energy? But it sounds like potentially what you're saying is that um, so scalar energy is a type of energy and electromagnetism is a type of energy. Could you just talk a little bit more about like what scalar energy is?
Scalar energy
Start
is
with.
massless, it's non-physical, and it is the animating force behind telepathy. Telepathy is a gift. People can interpret dreams. People can communicate at a distance. Some people call those locutions. Others call that the inner voice or the ability to remote view, which really is the gift of prophecy. All of that is under the banner of scalar energy, which is another dimension of energy. It's not electromagnetic. And science must come to this realization that scalar energy has different properties than that of electricity and magnetism. Scalar energy, hence, has a different outcome. There are principles that scalar energy follows that are not electrical principles. So many times when we look at nature, we cannot readily understand and fathom what nature has to offer us. Okay, so be it. That's most likely a scalar energy paradigm. I'll give you, for instance, if you look at the plasma state, many times we see stars in a plasma state. And many astrophysicists say, well, this is outside of our realm. We don't quite understand the principles. We don't understand the laws that are being obeyed. Well, they would if they would consider that those laws are scalar energy laws. When you look at a quasar or a plasma ball out in outer space, that's a scalar energy environment. It's not electricity. And once the world realizes that there's two energies and hence there's two possibilities, everything can be explained. Finally, we have an answer to what's a quasar. It's a scalar energy radiating star. What's a pulsar? What's a plasma field? It's scalar. It's a local scalar energy environment. It's not an electromagnetic environment. So I'm trying to make this very clear. It's so cut and dry. It's so simple. There's two choices. There's two, just stop trying to put everything in the box, the electromagnetic box. There's two boxes. It's that simple.
Do the two interact?
They do. It's my contention that scalar energy is the initial energy of the universe. It's a double helix. And that double helix will degrade, break down into electricity and magnetism. So the actual double helix unbinds and one strand becomes electricity, the other becomes magnetism. Why do I say that? Well, my predecessor was able to take a scalar wave and degrade it into electricity and magnetism, as I am able to do. So you see this conversion from scalar into electromagnetic energy. And that happens rather easily. There's no abrupt discharge or violent shock. So we see it really as a bidirectional phenomenon. Scalar will degrade into electromagnetic energy, and then you can eventually regroup electromagnetic energy into a double helix, into scalar energy. But the driver of the universe is always scalar energy. The secondary energy is electricity and magnetism.
Okay, so you said scalar degrades into electromagnetism.
Yes, correct.
Okay. What's the interaction between thought or consciousness and scalar energy?
Scalar energy is a wave form. It is a brain form. It is a thought form. So any type of creativity, thought form, any type of, if you will, cognitive effort, it is always a scalar wave. Scalar energy is a driver behind cognitive thought. Now, you can measure its derivative, electromagnetic energy, by an EKG. Yes, you can. By brain waves, yes, because scalar will degrade into electromagnetic energy, but it's very fundamental. All brain waves are scalar energy in origin. Scalar energy is the fundament, the driver of all brain waves.